Alright lads, and welcome back to another video, and this one is actually the first one of the month of December, where it is the last official month that I'll be filming in this studio space. I'm not going to quite reveal just yet the reason as to that, but if you can put two and two together, then you'll come up with the answer. It's not too hard to figure out, but basically, I'm going to not be in this setup from 2020 onwards. It's going to feel really weird for myself because I've been filming in this wee space for around about a year, probably a bit more than that now, because obviously this has been my room and that's going to change in 2020. However, that topic, that full kind of thing is for another video. Today's video, as you'll have seen by the title and the thumbnail, is Kevin Nisbet leaving Dunfermline to go to another club, whichever other club eventually ends up taking him, because I'm under no illusions. I'm not deluded to the fact that a goal scorer scoring goals at a level of football, he's obviously going to eventually move on to either a bigger club, a better club, or just a club that can offer him more money, wages, anything. And the ones that have been mentioned in regards to Kevin Nisbet have obviously been clubs that have those things, have more budget, have more wage offering that they could give him, and are bigger clubs. I'm not going to entirely say better, because I do think that my club is quite a good club, but regardless, Kevin Nisbet has been linked with teams such as Rangers, Celtic, and partly, even though I've only seen this one on social media really, I haven't actually seen any articles directly linking him to this club, but as you've seen by the thumbnail, Dundee United as well. And let's be honest lads, unless you lose Lawrence Shankland, you do not need a Kevin Nisbet in your team. You've got Lawrence Shankland and Nicky Clark, a fine strike pairing for the rest of this season at least. So at least do not come in January and take our Kev away from us. I don't want you taking him in general, but it would not be a fun thing in January for you to take him away from us. However, as I said, don't want to entertain the fact of Kevin Nisbet leaving us anytime soon really. He's only just got here and he's a fantastic goal scorer at this level. He's proven that now, and obviously for his exploits in League 1 last season, we all knew that he could score goals. It was about that step up from League 1 to Championship. A lot of people questioned him. A lot of people questioned if he had the ability to actually go on and score goals at Championship level. I remember reading comments from Raith Rovers fans at the time when we signed him that he wasn't the best on the ball, he was just a finisher. And from what I've seen so far at Dunfermline, he's either massively changed his game or it just wasn't what they were entirely seeing on the pitch. I don't know. Don't personally know, because I didn't really see him for Raith Rovers. In fact, I don't think I ever saw him play for Raith Rovers. Even when they beat us in the Cup, I believe Kevin Nisbet was injured at that time. As I said, Kevin Nisbet, massive goal scorer in League 1, and has now made the jump up to the Championship and is now scoring goals. Kevin Nisbet's now scored 15 goals in all competitions so far this season, after of course his 4 at the weekend against Partick Thistle. A fantastic day for him, and it's not even his first hat-trick for Dunfermline, because if I remember correctly, he did do so in the Betfred Cup earlier this season in July against one of the lower league teams like your Albion Rovers or something like that. He's obviously got 4 at the weekend there, and that will just ramp up the interest from other clubs. I'm not looking forward to any transfer window now, because it's always going to be the talk of which team will be interested in Kevin Nisbet. It's always good to see your players get the interest from other clubs, because it shows they're doing well, and it shows that obviously your team must be doing well because you've got a player scoring goals, etc. And yes, we haven't done fantastic so far this season. We've not really done a lot, but we're getting there, and we're on the verge of the promotion playoffs, and I fear for if we don't do anything this season in terms of going up, like actually getting up to the Premiership, which seems so far away just now, but if it happens, it happens. That could possibly go in our favour massively in terms of our players' futures, because a player like Kevin Nisbet, if we were in the Premier League, I don't think he'd have any reason to really leave unless we got a fantastic offer for another club. If we don't go up though, there'll be suitors coming in left, right and centre, including the two that are in the title and thumbnail. that being Rangers and Dundee United. Celtic's been mentioned as well. As far as the clubs mentioned go, I don't see Rangers or Celtic needing a Kevin Nisbet, like really needing a Kevin Nisbet. At the end of the day, they've got a lot of resources. They've got resources to be able to go out and get talent from loads of other places within world football. It doesn't have to be the Scottish Championship, and I just don't see the need for it, especially when Kevin Nisbet himself is, about 22, maybe 23, so I don't see the reason for Rangers needing a Kevin Nisbet in their squad. Same goes for Celtic, I just don't see the need for it. As far as Dundee United go, as I said, this season, I don't personally think you need him. You've got a fantastic goal scorer in Shankland, and you've got Nicky Clark, who is just as good a goal scorer on his day. He did it with us, and he was a great goal scorer for us, and then of course he left, and we all have a bit of sour grapes about that, especially myself, considering now he's in Bobag FC, and the history, no Nicky Clark, etc. Nicky Clark, Lawrence Shankland, good enough options for the Championship in my opinion. And yes, if you do go up, you could possibly bring in a Kevin Nisbet at that point, because he's good quality and you'll have seen him throughout a full season at Dunfermline, and then you can make your judgment as to whether he'd be good enough for the Premiership. No doubt, I think that he'll get 20 goals in all competitions this season. He's got 5-6 months of the season left, so it's highly doable for a player of Kevin Nisbet's quality. He's showing that he can now do it that level above, and I really do think that we will lose Kevin Nisbet before the end of his contract. It won't be a case of we lose him on a free at the end of his contract, I don't think. I think a team will come in and take him off our hands for the betterment of them more than us. It'll be interesting at that point whether we can replace a player like that. And I hate talking about it in this vein, because at the end of the day we have just got him. We have literally just signed him. It's not an ideal scenario to be considering him possibly leaving already, but you have to look at it in football terms, and I just think that with one of these clubs that has been mentioned so far, there's going to be more as time goes on and as he scores more goals over time, so I'm setting myself up for it eventually. I just don't want it to happen anytime soon, so the January window, just keep your hands off our Kev, because he's a good wee player and we need him for any prospects we have this season, and I want us to have prospects. I don't want us to kind of fall flat halfway through a season because we lose our best goal scorer. But that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts on Kevin Nisbet. Should he leave in January? What will happen in January, if anything? Or should he leave later on in his contract, perhaps next summer? Subscribe for more of this type of content, and until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.